What's up? Welcome back. I've been doing quite a bit of work off camera. I didn't think you guys would want to see it. It's tedious work, basically rework. The ceiling is in, but I needed to put nailers in. The soffit vents are in, but I needed to extend them. All of that needed to be done, but it wasn't exactly thrilling and exciting, so I didn't think that I needed to record it. However, that has put me behind schedule a little bit, so we're gonna try something else here. I just got the nailers installed, and I'm gonna go ahead and screw these up and in here, and I figured we could talk about it while I do that. So what I'm gonna do is, while I do this, I'll just chit chat with you. And as we go and I remember things, I will be able to put it in the video. And I can actually make a decent video for you guys this week. So, like I said, I just put all these nailers up, but sometimes the nails that I shot into the OSB got in the way, and so I had to beat them down. When I did that, I'm now noticing that I've got nails protruding out the bottom of the OSB. I also know somewhere over there, I shot a nail straight down. So I'm gonna have to beat that up as well. I'm excited. There was a lot of progress made, and it was pretty quick. We were getting this OSB installed, and that video got quite a bit of progress. But then what I didn't really anticipate was all of the extra work to get to the point to where I can paint and hang lights. So going from getting the OSB hung to now has been like, I want to say like 3 weeks, maybe close to a month, which was not planned at all. I was really hopeful that I'd be able to get the OSB hung, get it painted, and then I could hang my lights back down. However, I also did not plan on the insulation needing to be so thick in the ceiling. So I'm gonna go with a R60 in the ceiling. So it should make my AC unit super efficient. Oh no. But what I didn't realize, or what I failed to realize, was how thick the insulation needed to be then. The insulation needs to be about 2 feet deep up there, which isn't the end of the world. That's manageable. However, dang it. Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. That just meant that the work I had done previously to install the soffit vents, I did not go far enough. So that meant I had to go back up there and install even more soffit vents, which, again, not the end of the world, but it does take more time. More time that I hadn't really counted on. It's a minor setback, and we've got time to do it, thankfully. But it just wasn't anticipated. I didn't count on it in the first place. But maybe that's a good lesson for life, if we're being honest. You think you're doing one thing, and you're going good, everything's going great, and all of a sudden you get a monkey wrench thrown into the plan. And sometimes you just have to roll with those punches and accept them the way they are. It's not worth getting upset over. it does take me a little bit of mental capacity to get myself to do those things after we see a lot of progress all at once, because it kind of feels like I'm not doing anything right here, right now. But this step right here is future-proofing this so that in a year or 2 or 10, these seams aren't visible. So it's super important. The primer is finally dry. So now we get to go ahead and add the actual paint. I only bought 2 gallons, so I really hope that's enough. It took 5 gallons of primer. So I'm hoping that the OSB sucked up most of that primer and it's not going to do a whole lot of sucking up of the actual paint. Fingers crossed. Let's get to it. I'm excited. While we're sitting here talking and working, I also ordered new windows for the camper. That's another instance of something that needs to get done, but just kind of dragging on. I needed new windows for the camper because the fan that's in it, I only have one window in the camper, and it's in the rear. That was done on purpose. So the thought process behind that was, if I wanted to do any sort of stealth camping in it, the less windows, the less chance people know someone's in there. The less windows, the less privacy issues that you run into. So it was done on purpose that there was minimal windows. But with those minimal windows, it creates quite the issue when I'm trying to move air through there. So there's no heat or AC on the camper. I don't know if I will eventually change that, but currently there's not. So the only way to cool it down when you're going to sleep at night is to get air moving through the camper. There is a fan on the ceiling. However, there's only one small window in the back of the RV that allows that air to come in and circulate through. So you run into quite the air disparity. Oh man, that sucked right through. Huh. So you run into quite the issue where the fan can pull more air than the camper is actually allowing through itself. So I think, and what I'm gonna go with now is I'm adding one window on either side, both sides. So I'm adding 2 windows total. That will hopefully allow for more airflow coming through the camper, thus allowing the camper to breathe better. This allowing more airflow to go through it, thus hopefully allowing for it to cool down quicker, stay at a cooler temperature during the night when you need it. I don't know about you, but I like being nice and cool while I sleep. I don't like being super hot. So it's kind of unnecessary to use the camper. Now, along with that though, I have only one 12-volt battery in there. That, I think I did a runtime
test once. I want to say it was like 30 hours or something. I can look it up. I think I still have it somewhere.
So the one battery
doesn't run very long. So if I'm away for a weekend, I can't keep air circulating through there the whole time.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. If I'm out and about during the day,
I could probably just kill the fan. Doesn't need to be running. I really only need it at night.
But that's still 24 hours of runtime
if I'm sleeping 8 hours a night. So along with the new windows, I think what I'm going to need to do is add new batteries.
Add a couple different batteries.
Where I have them at
in the camper now,
there's not enough space for more than one, which is fine.
That just means I've got more than enough space down below.
That just means I need to add them and then add wiring all the way from there up to where
the other battery is.
So that's just more work to do. For whatever reason,
I have to do things the best way I see fit.
And in this case, that means we have to prime it first. So we have to prime the whole ceiling, wait an hour, I think it is, for it to dry.
Then we can go back and paint it.
Actually paint it. And in my case, it's so much easier for me to just keep rolling with a job once you get going than it is to come back to something. It's like laundry. You ever put your laundry in the washer and then it takes a while to
actually wash the laundry. So then you go do other things.
And before you know it, you've forgotten all about your laundry.
A couple days go by and you're like, crap,
I started laundry. And then you go look, and sure enough, it's still sitting there in the washer.
Well, now you got to wash it all over again
because it's been in the washer wet for 3 days. Then you get to doing other things.
And you forget about it again.
And then it's another couple days. And you're like, oh yeah, I've got laundry. And then you have to go in there and start it all over again.
That might be a slight exaggeration.
But the point is, when you have to leave a project and come back, I find it harder for myself to actually stick with doing the project if I have to leave it for an extended period of time.
This is something I'm hoping to change because
I enjoy woodworking, and in woodworking, often you have to do glue ups. And glue ups, sometimes you have to leave them for 24 hours. So this will help me with my patience, I think. But for today, we only got to leave it for an hour. So hopefully, maybe I'll do laundry. And then when I'm done painting,
I can go back in.
And then I'll go do laundry again. So maybe this will be a nice switch for today. Laundry, paint, laundry, paint.
Nice little reminder for today. As always, if you've enjoyed this content, please be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing. It really does help the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.